Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. And this is another video in a little mini series that I'm going to have talking about defensive shotguns. Now in the first two videos we talked about two very dependable shotguns, the Remington 870 and the Mossberg 590. And they are classic designs and excellent weapons. But I'm going to depart a little bit from that and talk about semi-automatic shotguns for a bit. You know, for a very long time semi-automatic shotguns just were not considered reliable enough to use in a defensive situation, or for the military and police. And I guess if you want to talk about a shotgun or a design that kind of changed the outlook of that, it would have to be Benelli. And I have one right here to show you. This is the Benelli Super 90. This is the M1 Super 90. Okay. Now I've had this shotgun for a very long time. I started with Vepco back in 1986, and it wasn't too many years after that I bought this shotgun, and I tell you what, it is an utterly reliable design. It uses an inertia system. Unlike most semi-automatic shotguns that use some type of a gas system, this uses the recoil from the inertia in moving parts. It has a locking bolt head and a bolt carrier group and spring in the stock. You know, a lot of similarities to an M16, but it's not a gas impingement system at all. It's an inertia driven system, and it has proven to be extremely reliable. Now when I first bought this gun, it had a 28-inch vent rib barrel, and it did have this standard one-piece magazine tube right here. This does not have an extension. This is a one-piece tube, and it also had the standard stock on it. And I tell you what, I tried every combination of ammunition that I could get my hands on, and I just could not make this gun stop working. Okay, I tell you, of all the shotguns I own, I have the most confidence in this gun right here. You know, it doesn't take long for somebody to become a Benelli fan if they get out there and they shoot it and they like it the way that I like this gun right here. Now it was a few years after that I was looking in a Benelli catalog, and I noticed that they had some more like riot guns or police or military barrels, and I ordered one. And what I really liked about the barrel was not only was it a lot shorter, but it accepted the adjustable tubes, okay, the choke tubes, okay, and it came with a set of 3. It came with a approved cylinder, modified, and full choke. And I also noticed they had this cool little gizmo here, and this little gizmo is a recoil reducing and flash suppressing device. Okay, and I ended up ordering it. Well, you can't use it with the regular choke tubes. You had to buy a special tube that extends out from the barrel and is threaded on the outside, because that's what this device does, is it screws onto that tube. And I ended up buying 4 of them. I bought the improved cylinder and the modified and the full and the extra full, because I basically used this shotgun for many years as a hunting gun. Okay, I've killed a lot of deer with this shotgun. It really throws buckshot well, and it throws slugs pretty well also. These rifle sights really aided with the slugs, and just love this gun. Now later on, I don't know how much longer, they came out with the Aimpoint 5000, and I'll give you a little look at that right there. Okay, and this Aimpoint 5000 also has the 2 power adapter on the end of it. And man, I tell you what, that was the cat's meow of its time. You know, it doesn't have the battery life 5 years or whatever. It's much less than that. But this is a very good sight, and I've never had an issue with this sight losing its zero. And along with this scope mount, as a matter of fact, this mount right here is B squared, and it actually wraps around and has a retention device down at the bottom here, which I really didn't like too much, but I've had absolutely no issues with it, so I leave well enough alone. I also bought the pistol grip stock, and man, I really had something going on then. You know, like all shotguns, and like I've said earlier, you need to take them out and try different loads and find out what works best. For a defensive role, the ammunition that works the best with this shotgun is Remington single-aught buck. Okay, and it's the standard 2 3/4 load, not the Magnum load, and it works really well. Still kind of high-powered for defensive use, but it's extremely effective. Let me see, what else shall we talk about? Oh, I also have another choke tube that I'd like to talk to you about. It's called Pattern Master. And that was a choke tube that was basically designed for hunting and efficient use with buckshot. And I have a Pattern Master for this shotgun. And with that, it shoots Winchester 2 3/4 Magnum and a 3-inch Magnum really well. Very effective, very effective. So I tell you, if you ever was looking for a shotgun for that, you know, the end of the world as we know it, or you know, the goblins come knocking at your door, or the zombie apocalypse, you should take a look at one of the Benelli designs. It is an excellent, excellent, excellent shotgun. I can't say enough good about it. I tell you, one of the best things about this gun right here is it has a good fit. It's utterly reliable, and it's still small enough that you can manage in a close quarter combat situation. So this gun has a lot of good attributes, and I really like this gun, as you can tell, or I wouldn't have kept it so long. At any rate, that's about all I had to say about the Benelli M1 Super 90. It's a great gun. I highly recommend it. I don't know if they make the M1 now. It might be the M2 or M3 or something else. I don't know. But give Benelli a look. They make an excellent shotgun. There are other good semi-automatics out there, but I got to tip my hat to Benelli. They came up with an excellent design. With that, I'd like to thank you for watching, and as always, shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.